Hi, I'm Tarek. I'm the programmer for Budget Code. Uh, the day started off with me scratching my previous work on my spawner class. I wanted to create so that when one shark spawns, you don't get another shark spawning right next to it or in any close parameters of it. So I moved from a rectangle-based system where it checks if a rectangle is colliding with another to a distance-based. So it will calculate the position and then how far away they are from each other. And if it's over my set of distance, it won't spawn. I mean, it will spawn if it's over it and not if it's closer to it. Um, the solution will start with creating a shark that isn't in any list yet and give it a random location, a random position in pixels, and then move over to checking every other previous shark that has been spawned's position with this and calculate if they're anywhere close. If it gets approved, it gets added to the list and the cycle continues until X amount of sharks have been spawned. We have also made some great progress on our abilities. Our flexing class, the one that Adam, the one who hosted the devlog the first day, has been adding hitboxes that will spawn in the direction the player is moving and disappear after a time. So if you move in a certain direction, it will spawn a hitbox in front of it if you click your ability button, of course, and then take it away once you release it or let go of the button. This will be used later to check if there's a shark in front of the player and if the shark can be flexed on or scared away. This will be our main combat ability. Together with the hugging, this will generate points. I also spent quite a lot of time making everything more relative and more variable based, so we can easily change sizes of sprites, etc., without getting too much complication. So if you just have to type in the size of the sprite and it will automatically give it the right size of a hitbox and origin to that. Simply divide the sprite size with 2 and you get the origin. You get the small stuff like that to make the main work easier. That's basically been what I've been doing today. We have also fixed our drawing method so it actually works. Previously it wasn't very reliable. I didn't know why, now I know. It was simply resizing it. I had forgotten to scale it up the right amount and etc. So yeah, that's what the programs have been up to. Now my graphic friend here will take over his part.
Hello, I'm Lucas, game designer in Project Fish Armstrong. Today I've been trying to figure out the best way to do the map and the main player Fish Armstrong. We ended up with a decision to convert to pixel art instead of doing our work in Photoshop due to the time limit of 2 weeks. And that it'll be more easier to do animations and the map and such as well in pixel art. The map was then taken over by Alfred Brown, another game designer in our group, and I started working on the main character Fish Armstrong, and then making the swimming animation for him. I chose to use orange as the color of the fish because the background will mainly be blue. Since I've done a background and started doing a foreground in Photoshop before we can convert it into pixel art in Pixel Edit, and the background looked like this. The building faded in the back. It's an actual picture simplified using different effects in Photoshop, and the stones around the building and such is also pictures that I've altered and made good looking with the rest of the background. And then I started doing the foreground, which is the border of the map in this case, though we ended up scrapping it before I had made any form of detail on it. I also made a couple of fishes in Photoshop as well that I'm not a fan of, which is one of the reasons we switched to pixel art, because the fish didn't become good enough, as well as the map. And Joel from last Devlog has converted his shark into pixel art as well, and started making progress on the swimming animation too.
That's all. We'll be back tomorrow with our new update on Project Fish Armstrong, still to be named for a complete name.